The final countdown for the Mars Climate Orbiter in September 1999 was supposed to be a historic triumph for NASA, but instead, it became a devastating masterclass in how a tiny math error can incinerate $125 million in a fraction of a second. The state-of-the-art robotic space probe had traveled for 9 grueling months through the silent vacuum of space, logging millions of miles on its journey to study the atmosphere of the red planet. The engineering was brilliant, the scientific instruments were flawless, and the entire world was watching as the spacecraft finally prepared to enter Martian orbit. But as the engines fired to slow the craft down, the control room went eerily silent, the signal vanished, and the orbiter completely skipped off the thin atmosphere, disintegrating into a ball of fire. The post-mortem investigation revealed a truth so embarrassingly simple that it left the global scientific community in utter disbelief. The catastrophic failure wasn't caused by a mechanical malfunction, a rogue asteroid, or a computer virus, but by a basic communication breakdown between two brilliant engineering teams who spoke different mathematical languages. The team at Lockheed Martin who built the thrusters had programmed the software to calculate forces using imperial units, specifically pound-force seconds. Meanwhile, the navigation team at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory received that data assuming it was written in the standard metric system, measuring the thrust in Newton seconds. Because nobody double-checked the units, the spacecraft's onboard computer believed the engines were firing with nearly 4.5 times less force than they actually were. This invisible discrepancy caused the orbiter to dive way too deep into the Martian atmosphere, dropping to a suicidal altitude where the intense friction and heat tore the titanium structure to pieces. It remains a legendary, cautionary tale in the history of science, proving that the grandest human ambitions can be brought down by the smallest lack of coordination. NASA learned the hard way that when you are reaching for the stars, a missing conversion factor can transform a triumph of human ingenuity into an expensive streak of shooting light across a foreign sky.